Hey, Meech. Landmark Diner, bro.
Shot right behind you. Come on.
Pat. Looks like you about to get a change of address.
If we don't protect the work and the homies, I guarantee we next.
I raised you like you my brother. Taught your ass like you my goddamn son. And this the thanks I get.
Oh!
Look like your boy Claude didn't keep his head on the swivel.
You on day watch. I know where you're at, and you know where I'll be.
I'm not fucking with Glock to hurt you. It's about me surviving the best way I know how.
Keep your head on that swivel, and you keep your finger on the trigger. Glock find out you in town, and his boy not coming home, all the angels in the world might not be able to save you.
What's good, YouTube world? This is your boy DC, and today I'm about to talk about BMF Season 3, Episode 8, and this is my recap to Episode 8 and how I felt about the episode overall. If you like the videos that I upload and create, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that post bell notification button to get notified every time I upload a video, and also leave your comments and theories down below in the comment box. Now, overall, Episode 8 was great. This was a fire episode. I don't got nothing bad to say about this episode. We saw a lot of things happening in this episode. We saw your boy Meech finally catch an on-screen body in this episode, man. And I ain't go front. I was happy to see your boy Meech throw Glock right hand man out of a window. And look here, bro. I'm going to just start the video off talking about that. Because in this episode, we saw Meech and the BMF crew kicking in at Platinum Palace, which I don't understand why they still hanging out at Platinum Palace. If Ronnie Green is still an issue, I don't know, but Ronnie Green did snitch on Meech last time I checked, so I don't understand why they even hanging out at his establishment. It is what it is. But BMF was at Platinum Palace kicking it, as well as Glock and the MKs. Angel was up in there as well, dancing on Glock. Her and Meech was staring at each other the whole entire time while they was at Platinum Palace, knowing good and goddamn well they wanted to talk to each other, but shit. They wasn't talking to each other right there and there, but later on in the episode, your girl Angel came through for me. She told Meech, like, look, bro, you need to watch your back. Glock is planning something against you. I don't know what he's trying to do. He might try to kill you, bro, but you just need to watch your back. And Meech really wasn't trying to hear anything Angel had to say because, shit, he in his feelings about Angel. He still feel the type of way that Angel was messing with Glock. And Angel was telling me she not messing with Glock intentionally. She just doing it for survival. And Meech was like, yeah, I know. Like, I know you doing this shit for the bag at the end of the day. I ain't tripping. It is what it is. Just be safe. So while Meech was at a hotel room because some strippers was trying to get it in with Meech, they told Meech, like, look, come back to our hotel room. Your boy Glock, right-hand man, come through the hotel room and start dumping. And he ended up shooting one of the strippers in her shoulders. I believe she caught one to the heart, if you ask me, but she definitely got hit in her shoulder area. Meech started shooting back, but he ran out of bullets, so he ran up and started fighting Glock, right-hand man. And the next thing you know, he threw that nigga out of a window. And I'm glad he did this shit, because, man, bro, it was not looking good for your boy Meech. I was trying to figure out how he was going to get out this situation, because I'm like, damn, bro, Glock, right-hand man came through the hotel door busting. That's the only way in, only way out. Like, I don't know how Meech gonna handle this situation. But shit, he found a way to neutralize Glock right here, man. He like, shit, nigga, I ain't got no bullets, but you go catch these hands, goddammit. That nigga flew out of that window and fell to his death. And with Meech taking out Glock right hand, man, this is about to cause a huge war between Glock and Meech when they in Miami in episode 9. Because in next week's episode, Meech and Terry is going to be taking a trip to Miami to meet up with a mechanic by the name of Francois to help them set up some stash spots in their car, because in this episode, the Red Dog was tripping on everybody. They was locking everybody up in this episode. Some of Meech's homeboys got locked up in this episode after they left the Platinum Palace. And when Meech saw this, he realized that if they don't protect the work and they homies, they're going to get arrested and get locked up for life. So Duffy plugged Meech with a mechanic that he knew in Atlanta to help them set up some stash spots in their car. But the stash spots wasn't great as Meech wanted it to be, because Meech decided to use the decoy by putting some baking soda in the car to see if the Red Dog unit was going to find it. And they ended up finding it when they pulled over Meech's homeboy when he was riding in the car. But they realized it was baking soda, so they really couldn't do much about it. They had to let Meech homeboy go. So Meech and Terry is going to be taking that trip to Miami to meet up with Francois, so Francois can help them set up these stash spots in their cars. And while they out there in Miami, they going to end up seeing your boy Glock and the MKs. And it's seeming like the MKs is not about to like the fact that Meech and Terry is in Miami. Now, speaking of Terry, in this episode, we saw Terry making a lot of moves in this episode, bro. I ain't gonna front. Terry was the MVP of episode 8, if you ask me. He was making a lot of great moves in this episode. He made a move to do business with the Chaldeans in this episode because he found out that Henrietta is working with the Chaldeans, and the Chaldeans Chaldeans as her plug, and she owed the Chaldeans some money. And with the Chaldeans being a local plug, your boy Terry wasn't going to have an issue with making a deal with them. And he was able to make a deal with the Chaldeans in this episode. He told the Chaldeans, like, look here, bro. Y'all losing money by dealing with Henrietta because I'm putting her out of business. That's the real reason why she owe y'all a lot of money, because I'm taking over the streets of Detroit. And if you decide to cut off Henrietta, I can make sure you make that money back ×2. And they agreed to this. They like, all right, bro, we'll make this deal. He also set up another business deal with the Chaldeans in this episode, because while Terry was at Sam's liquor store, Terry realized that your boy Sam was running a bogus lottery scheme. So Terry came up with an idea to pay cash for whatever winning lottery ticket in Michigan for less than $5,000 and no more than $1 million. And with Sam owning multiple gas stations all around the state of Michigan, they could count their winning profits every week. And Sam and Terry got it set up to where the winners of the lottery ticket could either accept the option of driving to the lottery headquarters in Lanston to cash in their lottery ticket, or they could wait a few minutes and somebody will come and buy the lottery ticket from them in cash, as well as get them an extra 10% on top of that. And most people is going to accept the second option instead of driving all the way to Lanston to cash in their winning lottery ticket. And then they could use somebody that they could trust, like Hoop's cousin, to claim the winning lottery ticket in her name, to where she could deposit the check in her account and use that clean money from her bank account to make purchases on houses and jewelry and stuff like that. So Terry was able to figure out a way to use the Chaldeans to clean his money, and he figured out a way to get the Chaldeans to cut Henrietta off for good. And what's crazy about this shit is Henrietta was able to come up with the money to pay the Chaldeans back, because Henrietta's uncle looked out for her in this episode. He provided the money for her to pay back the Chaldeans. He told Henrietta, he like, bro, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I don't like the way your father treats you. Like, bro, you his blood at the end of the day, and he just be treating you foul. So look, here go the money to pay back them Chaldeans. Don't tell your father about this, because if he find out about this, he not going to like this shit at all. And I'm pretty sure Blaze going to find out about this. And when he do find out about this, I would not be surprised if he killed Henrietta's uncle because of this. And Henrietta was in her feelings when she realized that her father wasn't going to help her out with paying back the Chaldeans. She like, damn, bro, the time I needed my father the most, he ain't look out for me. And shit, I don't know what the hell she upset about. She should have never been setting motherfuckers on fire with flamethrowers. Shit. But it's seeming like she about to be having some issues with her father in next week's episode, and I cannot wait to see how this situation is about to play out with your girl Henrietta and her father Blaze, because I do believe he's going to kill Henrietta's uncle for giving her that money to pay back the Chaldeans. But back to the topic with Terry, bro. Terry was making a lot of moves in this episode, but at the same time, he had to neutralize some threats that was coming at him in this episode. And one of the threats he had to neutralize was your boy Vince. And I'm not going to lie, bro, I hope this nigga Terry smoked Vince before season 3 is over with. We got 2 episodes left, and I hope Terry dropped this nigga Vince off before season 3 is over with. This nigga is starting to get on my fucking nerves. I'm pretty sure he getting on Terry nerves as well, too. He came to Terry restaurant in this episode tripping while Terry was closing up. Terry like, nigga, the restaurant is closed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass out. Come back during business hours. And he like, oh, nah, bro. I think I just stay here and just wander around and see how this restaurant is doing. And then this nigga had the nerve to threaten to call the IRS on Terry and tell the IRS that Terry business is not legit. Like, nigga, you just asking to get smoked at this point. You just want to get smoked. But Terry had a different way to neutralize your boy Vince. He had Hoops follow Vince around in this episode to get some dirt on him. And Terry told Vince when he confronted him in this episode, because your boy Vince showed up when Terry and Markeisha was kicking it at the gambling spot trying to talk to Markeisha. And Terry told that nigga, like, look, bro, you do this and that around this time period. You go pick up an Egg McMuffin early in the morning, and then you go mess with some prostitutes, and then you go back to work, and then sleep in the parking lot like you was doing your job. Like, nigga, I know about your whole daily routine, bro. I know where you at, and you know where I'm at. And if you don't leave me the fuck alone, bro, best believe this information will get back to the police department. And Vince couldn't say nothing. He was just sitting there with a shocked look on his face like, damn, this nigga really was watching me. Like, yeah, nigga, he was watching your ass, and I'm glad Terry was able to neutralize your boy Vince. But at the same time, I feel like Vince still gonna continue to cause issues for Terry in these final 2 episodes of BMF. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to hurt Markeisha to get to Terry. Who knows? But I hope your boy Terry take out Vince before season 3 is over with. Now, in this episode, we saw Remy take out his right-hand man, Clyde, because he found out about the deal that Clyde and Meech was making in this episode to do business with each other. He slit that nigga tongue out his mouth and threw it on the table to his soldiers and told his soldiers, look, bro, this is what's going to happen if you backdoor me. And look, bro, I ain't mad at your boy Remy Ransom for taking out his homeboy Clyde. Not like that, but shit. Clyde is supposed to be his best friend, bro. Like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Remy ain't trying to do business with Meech, and them two have issues with each other, but at the same time, you ain't have to backdoor your homeboy, bro. I ain't mad at your boy Remy Ransom for cutting this nigga tongue out. And what's funny about this shit is, bro, he delivered his head straight to Meech, because while Meech and his crew was at the club, Remy sent a bucket of ice to Meech's section, and when Meech stuck his hand in the bucket of ice, he ended up noticing that Remy put Clyde's head in this bucket of ice, and Clyde was telling Meech like, damn, bro, I see your boy Clyde wasn't able to keep his head on the swivel, and Meech got pissed off about this, telling Remy that he just signed his death certificate early. Like, bro, I don't got time to see Remy and Meech go back and forth with each other. It's either they go kill each other or they not. Like, bro, I'm tired of seeing this shit. It's either they go kill each other or work together. Because Meech and Remy is always fighting with each other. It's fade on sight every time they see each other. And it's like, damn, bro. If Remy killed your homeboy Meech, why you haven't took this nigga out yet? Like, every time you see Remy, it's fade on sight, which I get, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, he smoked your homeboy. So shit, is either you go kill a nigga or you go let him live. But I feel like this situation between Remy and Meech is going to come to an end in these last 2 episodes of BMF, and I cannot wait to see how this shit is about to play out. I feel like your boy Remy is going to get taken out before season 3 is over with, but who knows, man? He made it past episode 8, so shit, he might make it past episode 9 and episode 10. Now, coming back around to Henrietta, in this episode, we saw Henrietta and Detective Jen get closer with each other, and I'm not going to front, man, Detective Jen days is numbered. After watching this episode, I could just tell that your girl Detective Jen is about to be exposed, and your girl Henrietta is going to find out that she's a cop. Detective Jen almost got caught in this episode when she was kicking it with Henrietta at the bar because the police walked in when her and Henrietta was having a conversation with each other at the bar. And when Detective Jen noticed this, she gave your girl Henrietta a kiss so the police wouldn't recognize her. And you could tell by the look in Henrietta's eyes that she knew something was off by this. Even Detective Jen was shocked about this. She was like, damn, bro. I wasn't trying to do that, but shit, she had to do what she had to do so she wouldn't get spotted by them police officers. But eventually, at some point, bro, she gonna get exposed. I don't know which episodes will happen in, either in 9 or 10. She gonna get exposed. It's bound to happen. We only got 2 more episodes left, and I'm pretty sure Henrietta gonna find out the truth and she gonna smoke her ass. They literally foreshadowed her death in this episode, if you ask me. Cause when Brian and Jen was on the stakeout watching Henrietta's cousin by the name of Tyson, Jen told Brian that she was gonna go undercover again to meet up with Henrietta, and she told Detective Brian to keep his eyes on her cousin Tyson. And Brian was telling Jen not to be going undercover without him. He like, look, bro, I don't need you going in on your own. Like, Henrietta is dangerous, and I don't want to notify your father that he lost his last daughter. I don't think I could. That's what he was about to say, but he switched up his words and said, I don't think he could take it. He really wanted to say, I don't think I could take it. That boy, Detective Brian, loved Detective Jen. Based off this scene alone right here, you could tell that he loves her and he don't want nothing bad to happen to her. But it might be a little bit too late for that now that she's working undercover trying to take your girl Henrietta down. Because when Henrietta find out, she go take her out. And I'm pretty sure this is going to piss your boy Detective Brian off. And I'm expecting him to turn up more than ever if your girl Detective Jen get taken out by Henrietta. Your boy Detective Brian was low-key turning up in this episode. He beat the hell out of Henrietta's cousin Tyson, bro. Like, he was beating the hell out that boy. I think he beat him to death. He was really punching this shit in with his bare fist like, bro, ever since Detective Brian's son died, he been on demon time. And I like this version of Detective Brian, bro. I ain't gonna front. I'm enjoying seeing Detective Brian on bullshit, bro. This is what I like to see. But at the same time, bro, Detective Brian really need to stop blaming Meech and Terry for his fucking son death. Like, nigga, that's your fault at the end of the day. If you didn't take that goddamn gun from B. Mickey in season 1 and place it in your house in season 2 to where your son could get it, none of this stuff would have happened. He would have never got that gun out that safe, and he would have never went and killed the neighborhood bully that was fucking with him. So that's your fault. I don't understand why he keep blaming Meech and Terry for this shit. Like, I swear, every time he bring up Meech and Terry and say they the reason for his son being dead, that shit pissed me off. Like, nigga, you the reason why your son dead. Your milk dug head ass is the reason why he not here no more. Like, you want to blame somebody, blame yourself instead. I don't know why you always blaming Meech and Terry for this, but it is what it is, bro. We already know how the story gonna play out with Detective Brian and Meech and Terry at the end of the day when it's all said and done. Now, in this episode, we saw your boy Charles performing with the Campbell brothers in this episode. In this episode, somebody at the church recommended Charles to play for the Campbell brothers in this episode. And Charles asked Lucille, can she show up to the performance? And Lucille had the nerve to ask Charles, can she bring Dr. Maurice? I'm trying to give Mama Lucille the benefit of the doubt, but Mama Lucille is really pissing me off. Like, you know good and goddamn well Charles don't like Dr. Maurice, and you go ask Charles, can you bring this nigga to his performance? Like, no? That nigga could stay wherever the fuck he at. Charles don't want to see that nigga there at his performance. It is what it is. And look, bro, Charles should just let Lucille be. Like, bro, let her go to the streets if she want to go to the streets. It really seemed like Lucille don't want to be with him. Charles need to cut his losses already and just leave Lucille alone. Just cut her off, bro. It seemed like Lucille don't want to get back with you. She want to be with Dr. Maurice, so let her be with Dr. Maurice. But Charles ended up killing his performance in this episode. One of the Campbell brothers realized that Charles is very talented when it comes to the music shit, so they told Charles to come to the studio. They like, bro, you very talented. Like, we should do some work together. Here go my business card. Like, stop by the studio. And I'm glad this opportunity was presented to your boy Charles, because Charles been going through it this season, bro. His main objective been trying to put his family back together. He been focusing on Lucille and trying to make his marriage work with Lucille, and Lucille constantly dogging him out. kicking it with Maurice, rubbing it in front of his face. Like, I'm glad your boy Charles was finally able to get something good going for him in this season. But I ain't really got too much else to say. I feel like I covered everything that I was supposed to cover in this recap. If I missed anything, please let me know down below in the comment box. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button and turn on your post bell notification button to get notified every time I upload a video. Other than that, man, I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe and God bless.